The
Oh, yeah?
May 16th Board of Selectmen meeting, will you please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, everyone. The first thing we got on the agenda is fire station bond bid results. We're not going to go too much into detail on that tonight because we just got a change just moments ago at a better interest rate, substantially better, 2.97%. So until I was just talking to Pam, she's just up here with all the information, and so until we get the documents and all that, I'll make sure it comes through what we're saying. So next up, town planning services for Mr. Woodruff.
Tom,
Did you want?
Tom, I'm sorry. But do you want to ask the chief though if he has any updates with the progress?
Yeah, do you,
At the new fire
with a
station?
building or?
Not everything's on track at this point.
Yeah.
They are setting the rebar for the footings, which will be poured throughout this week. Other than that, everything's good right now. The only other thing I was gonna bring up later, but I can do it now if you want,
Sure.
is the groundbreaking ceremony.
All right.
What do you guys think about doing it like 5 o'clock before your next selectmen's meeting?
On the 6th?
Sure.
That's our next meeting is the
Yeah,
6th.
unfortunately we can't.
We have a 5 o'clock.
Okay.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Do you have anything that'll work for you guys? Anything in mind over the next couple weeks?
Well, it's Saturday.
That's fine.
That way more people can attend it.
Yeah?
Okay. Saturday, not Memorial Day weekend then, the weekend after.
Sure.
Let's see what I can come up with.
All right.
Keep us informed, just email us all.
Mhm.
Thanks, Nick.
That's not the beach opening, is it?
When is the beach opening? What if we do it the weekend of the beach? The beach event,
That'd be June 4th.
Yeah. I was trying to think. Yeah, June
during
4th.
summer kickoff?
Yeah.
Beach
Summer
thing's
kickoff.
weekend after, right?
What's
June
that?
11th.
Yeah, I think that's it.
June 11th and 12th.
Yeah. Yeah, 11th and 12th is going to be the beach.
I'll incorporate it into that with Karen. Does that make sense?
I think that'd probably be better doing it that weekend. Because the Saturday before that, we were invited, and I think I sent you guys an invite for the Lozer Eagle Scout induction.
When'd you do
ceremony.
that?
A while ago.
That's
Yeah, well,
Saturday.
he
That's
sent
in
it-
the evening though, isn't it?
It is 6 to 7. Yeah. So I mean, I suppose we do them both the same day, but if we do it during the beach kickoff, I think might be better.
I think it'd be good to incorporate it if people
Yeah.
are already there.
Yeah.
Make it part of it.
Yep.
There won't be any walls or anything, it'll still look like
Like a hole in the ground.
a
But,
hole in the ground, yeah.
yeah.
You gonna bring the big ribbon?
No, they'll bring it. And the gold shovels.
There you go. All right. Anything else? All right. Now we can move on to town planning services with Mr. Woodruff. For people who don't know, we've contacted Mr. Bruce Woodruff to work with us on the CIP and all the planning projects around Milton. And he has agreed to do that, so we asked him to write up a contract request, or what he wanted to, for a contract. Did you want to speak to it, Bruce, or?
Yeah, I can speak to this.
Sure.
As you know, I'm ready to serve the town, provide my services and my products in the planning realm through the end of the year. And the proposed contract kind of lays all that out, what I'm willing to do for the dollar that I want.
Mhm.
And it does leave open the door for renegotiating that contract next year.
I would hope so.
For a little bit
$1.50
more
next year.
money.
Yeah.
$2.
Yeah,
Yeah, maybe $2.
$1.50.
But definitely less than the money that you put aside over the last few years annually for your consultant planner. What this does is it lets you see what I can provide, and then you can make a decision whether you want to negotiate with me for the next year.
I mean, I can tell you from what I've seen so far, I've been very happy with what you've done, so. Thoughts, guys?
No, I'm
Do you
just,
need a motion for this?
Yes,
I just wanna appreciate it, I appreciate everything you've done, Bruce.
you have a
so
copy of them? Yeah,
hopefully we
well,
can work together moving forward.
So,
yes,
I just would like to thank Bruce too, because he's really gotten us over the hump, getting us through this CIP thing, and we wouldn't be where we are right now without his help.
no, I agree.
We kind of got to that point where we needed some expert help, and we weren't really getting it, so
Right.
we really, really appreciate what Bruce has done,
No,
and what he plans on doing in the future.
he certainly brought his knowledge and talent to moving it forward. So. Okay, motion?
So I'll make that motion to approve the consultant agreement for the town planner services with Bruce Woodruff in the amount of $1 and to authorize the chairman to sign the agreement.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
All in favor?
All right. And Mr. Woodruff, you need to sign as well.
Where's like $1?
All right, today's date is what we're looking at. I gotta turn a little bit more, Tom.
Oh,
Left-handed people, you know how it
oh,
is.
that's right, yeah, yeah.
There we go.
Make the motion. I didn't get one of these.
Thank you.
Thank you. I do wanna mention to everybody here too that there's a planning board workshop
Guys are
tomorrow
gonna get up to speak on it?
evening at
It's-
6:30
yep.
to talk about the CIP and also to talk about the upcoming master plan process.
Yep, so the more people can show up, the better it'll be for all of us.
Absolutely.
No, this, it's just, so.
All right.
Get-
Thank you, Bruce.
It has to be signed by chair.
L-chip, library L-chip agreement.
So where did Larry go?
No,
Les
no,
said
I'm-
that Andy was
yeah,
taking care of it.
yeah.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
so really, all this is, so we can get our first installment, from L-chip, to start our phase 2 at the library. We need, this application or whatever's here to be signed by the chair and notaried by, Michelle, if she would, tomorrow. And,
You sign it.
okay,
Yeah.
and then Les said that he'd come in tomorrow and pick it up and make sure it gets into the right hands. But this is sort of important, so.
You all set, Tom?
Yep,
Hey. I'll make that motion to approve the L-CHIP Land and Community Heritage Investment Program Grant Agreement for the rehabilitation of the Milton Free Public Library in the amount of $16,020 and to authorize the chairman to sign it.
I'll second it.
all in favor?
Aye.
All right. Oh, this is the original right here? Yeah. Huh? Oh, it's got staples on this one.
Yeah, that's why
Yeah.
easier to scan without staples. But
Michelle said she'd notarize it
Yep.
for us.
Larry, that means we gotta have a quick meeting tomorrow so we can go to the planning board meeting.
That,
You draw up and notarize this, Michelle?
hope to have a vice chair.
Sure.
Did you do that?
No, as long as
I
it's,
spoke with,
Hmm?
who's
as
writing?
long as we're out by like 7.
Yeah, she goes.
Barely hold it.
Let's get a laser pointer and keeps Eddie busy.
Who spoke with Jim?
We did on our last meeting, remember? But, I mean, I didn't, I just
Right
wanted.
here.
the first meeting.
The only one?
There's the other one. right
Yep.
there.
And who's
Or is that right?
he
Well,
picking
no,
this up
that's
from?
the
Mary?
RSA.
What's that?
Is he picking this up from me or Jeremy?
Jeremy.
On Highway, is that
He's
it?
picking this up
Planning
from
board,
me?
it's mostly
Coming tomorrow, I'm not gonna be
somewhere.
here.
Oh, all right.
Do you
right,
want me
so-
to
yeah,
turn it to
would
her?
you please, yeah.
Sure. This is it?
Yep.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you, Michelle. Okay, next up, Town Gazette BOS submission. I've got to tell you, I totally forgot about doing it. So,
You know what? It's not the only one. There's just a lot of stuff
It's-
going on coming into summer here. Sorry about that.
it's,
I didn't get anything done on it.
when's the drop dead date for Karen to get that in?
I don't even
Do we know?
think
She
she
said she
started.
was working on it, and she didn't really give me an exact date, so.
Okay,
I know when
I
this
mean,
came
she just
out.
got the last one done.
Right.
So.
right,
So I think we have a little bit of time.
okay. All right, because I was sitting there tonight and I thought, I forgot all about that. So,
Wanna do that next meeting?
yeah, if it's not too late, let's. So. And just so the public, to keep them fresh in the mind, we, the board had agreed to, each of us do a small write-up for the Gazette on things that are going on, and totally slipped my mind. So.
One, two, and Tom.
Yeah. Next thing is health insurance buyout. This is something, Andy, you've been, well.
Yeah,
yeah.
I looked into, you know, the stuff that Jeremy sent me, and I looked into a couple other communities, and I personally would like to, across the board, give a $3,000 buyout. I think that's fair. It's fair to the town, and, you know, instead of, you know, just keep kicking the can down the road.
Right.
I just think we should move forward with this. You know, even if you look at some of these buyouts that we have in front of us, I think $3,000 is fair for Milton and for the employee if they choose that route.
Now, what kind of language are we proposing to have into the
You
buyout
said-
package?
You said go across the board. In other words, all the different packages, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I mean,
Well, so what kind of language, I mean, are we going to have a stipulation that if somebody takes the buyout, they can't all of a sudden just take the buyout, then the following week get the insurance?
well, I don't think
There
they
has to
can
be-
anyways.
there
I
has
think
to
they
be
have to
a
wait
period of
that
time.
following year to sign
Yeah,
up.
I think
That's what I'm saying, that kind of language, we could have some kind of language that states that.
Well, we would
Usually
wait
you
till
have
the
a
next
waiver
time there.
form.
What's that?
When it's open enrollment, you have a waiver form, and they sign away saying, I'm declining insurance, and they get paid.
Right, the next time it comes around, right? The next year, is it by fiscal
Well,
year?
it's soon, actually, isn't it?
In terms of the actual language, I would think you'd wanna get that ready for whenever we do the personnel policy, but
Yeah.
you probably don't need it all polished for right now.
Well, it has to be way before that.
Yeah,
Right, I mean,
I-
yeah, I mean, the final product, you know, I don't think we have to worry about all the wording like all those other towns have yet.
no, I just want to make sure that we have some kind of language that's going to protect us, that somebody's not going to take the buyout, then all of a sudden come back and want the insurance. Because that's the whole purpose, I mean, there'd have to be like the following year, they're, you know, eligible for insurance again. Mr. Brown, you're biting your lip.
That's because it's not public.
Hmm?
I got a comment, and I don't want to play a fourth selectman.
No, we'd love you to
Yeah.
chime in.
What you're dealing with is date of hire, open enrollment, pro rata, and payback.
Mhm.
And this, you know, I'm sure Jeremy's got that on.
And you're right, but I just want to make sure we cover all those things that we're not gonna be,
So the next Board of Selectmen's meeting, I will get together with Jeremy, and I will get
Mhm.
something written up, so.
okay.
Sent to Jim too.
Yeah, it should be reviewed by Jim Sessler as well. To make sure it's,
All right, well, we'll do that, and then we'll get it to Jim
Mhm.
for the next Board of Selectmen's meeting.
okay.
Because, I mean, this could just keep going on for
No, I agree, we got,
centuries.
we
And,
gotta, centuries, I ain't gonna be here for centuries.
Well, no, but I'm just saying, you know,
Yeah, no, I agree.
You hear the frustration in you.
no, I'm not frustrated. We want it to be right and legal, and
I talked to Kim and she said whether it was monthly or quarterly, she was okay with paying the employee. I didn't know if it was easier to put in their check every week, and she said no.
no, I think
Yeah.
it should be, 4 times a year. Go ahead.
I was just thinking, that the whole goal is to get that done as soon as possible. Open enrollment ends soon.
Right,
So just keep that date in mind. You don't hate to miss it by a week.
no, I agree, if it's coming right up, we want it before that.
Well, when is open enrollment? And
The June?
Yeah, well, the new plan starts July 1, so it's probably a little bit before then.
if we have to
That's when the rates go
Make
up,
it-
is July 1.
Yep.
special meeting, we will. You know, if anybody's interested in this, I'm just
Right, I
trying
mean,
to save the town some money. We all are, not just me.
Right, no, I know.
No, all of
Yeah.
us are.
Yep.
So,
okay, so,
I
if
mean,
you can
it's a
get with,
win-win, it's a win-win for the town and
and the employee, yeah, absolutely.
You know,
So if you can get with Jeremy and then go through Jim Sessa and have this done like, so,
Mm.
by the end of the month maybe.
mhm.
Okay,
Because, I mean, sorry to
No, go ahead.
interrupt, but, because I know unfortunately our next meeting, you know, it's 3 weeks. I'm not a fan of that, but it's just unfortunate the way it falls. But if we have to, for some reason, get in here within the next 3 weeks, maybe
you can,
we can.
we can do that,
Okay.
okay? Okay, next thing, we have tax deed properties that we talked about in non-public with Mr. Tay, and we have to make motions in public. So we should have a list of the motions, is what we, actually, it was with town attorney and Mr. Tay. You got the
Oh.
motion?
Right here.
Oh, you got it? Okay, yeah.
Do you want me to make the motion?
If you want to.
Okay. I'll make a motion to sell map 33 lot 203 sub 33 in the amount of $2,649.78 for back taxes and to abate interest and penalties and to deed the property back to Mark Tay, 79 Pineland Park.
Each one we're gonna do?
Yeah.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
The next is I'll make a motion to abate the back taxes, interest and penalties for the shed located at map 33, lot 203, sub 46, and to authorize Mark Tay to move or demolish the shed.
Again, I'll second.
All in favor?
All right.
Aye.
I'll make another motion to abate the back taxes, interest and penalties for map 33, lot 203, sub 72, and authorize Mark Tay to demolish the building at 155 Pineland Park.
Second.
All in favor?
All right.
Aye.
And I'll make a motion to abate the taxes, interest, and penalties for map 33, lot 203, sub 163, and authorize Mark Tay to demolish the building.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And last but least, I'll make a motion to sell map 33, lot 203, sub 85 in the amount of $3,118.07 for back taxes and to abate interest and penalties and deed the property back to Mark Tay, 12 Highland Park.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, that's taken care of, that's taken care of. Approval of the minutes.
You fellas read the minutes?
Yes.
I don't know if they want to clear it up.
What's that?
Do you want to do that plan or? I just got it.
I didn't get the first one.
Who did that? I got the first and second session.
Okay, we have one other thing that came in today that is, I'm gonna leave it up to you guys if you wanna address it today. Basically, all it is a renewal for the license for Roger Libby
Oh, you got that
for
motion.
the junkyard license.
Yeah, we do it every year.
Yeah, we just need a motion to,
I'll make that motion to renew Roger Libby's
Oh, you got it right there, bud.
junkyards.
license.
One.
Yep.
You a second?
Yep, I'll second
All in
it.
favor?
Aye.
Aye. Please. Did I sign it for you? No.
Might as well. Thanks, Bob.
Okay, he's good to go. You guys got the minutes, or
Oh, yeah.
you do? Okay.
Have you guys read them?
Yep.
Any changes?
Andy?
No, I'm good, Mike.
Okay. So for the May 2nd, 2016 public minutes, make a motion.
I think I did have a couple of minor ones.
Like typos.
The date at the top.
Yeah. The only thing I saw, that I can't find my copy right now, but that's okay, was the spelling, I got it highlighted on mine. It was the spelling of John Catwick's name, it had a C-A-T-W-I-C-K, it's K-A-T.
Okay.
And it's throughout the whole thing, so. Oh, here it is right here. And there was one other, but I'm sorry. On page 4, it says Chairman Gray, RE boat ramp, and you got PTTA as TPPA. Three Ponds Protective Association. Yep, that's it.
See, I get,
Hmm?
see, who puts these packets together? You do. Okay, because I got some information, Mike got some information, but I didn't get some, he didn't get some. I got both non-public meetings, first session. One's a draft, one isn't. But I don't have any of the public.
I got, in fairness, I got the public, I got it online. We got it emailed. I think it was emailed on the 11th. And I just printed it that way, that's where I got it, so.
Go for it, Mike.
I mean, you want to table the public one, or
No.
you okay with
I'm
it?
good.
Because, I mean, if you guys haven't seen it, it's fine, we can do
Yeah, you
this.
probably shouldn't, because I haven't really read it.
Okay, well, then,
You
sorry.
put eyes on it.
Huh? Yeah,
put
you
eyes
should.
on it. That's why I asked if you had read it and Andy read it, if there's any.
Yeah,
I
no.
really shouldn't put my eyes on it.
Yep, so we will table the
Public
April
minutes.
2nd public minutes. Which
May
you might,
2nd. May 2nd.
That's the other part that I'm updating, April to
The
May.
date.
oh, right, I didn't even catch
I
that.
already told her about it.
Yeah, May 2nd. It says April on the top of it.
Another thing is, I don't know if it matters or not, but technically I'm not a member.
Well, that's why.
Traditionally, it's been listed as the TA up there, but
'Cause
it's
the
up to the
dates
board. I think other minutes have had it that way, but technically I'm not a
Yeah.
member of the board.
Right, no, it shouldn't, yeah, no, it should be just the members in
So
attendance,
also in
yeah.
attendance.
Yeah,
Yeah, put them also in
that's
attendance,
fine.
yeah. Good catch. Okay,
You're not the only one.
let's do non-public sign, you
Yeah,
guys got those.
the flow.
Yeah.
But if you want to totally fine.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. We're gonna move on to the non-public. First and second session.
Non-public minutes, first session, May 2nd, 2016. With the corrections of the members in attendance. Amended.
Yep.
Make a motion to approve. And we've already sealed these.
Correct, as previously sealed,
Yeah.
yep.
I'll second it.
All in favor? Aye.
And I'll repeat myself, for the second session, May 2nd, with the amendments of the intern in the members' attendance rather than the also in attendance. Seal these, and, they're as sealed as previously sealed.
Second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Do you have copies for us to sign, or we'll make those corrections first? Yeah, make those corrections first. And somewhere, what did I do is right there. Okay, expenditure report. Anything jumping out at us?
Good song.
Thank you.
Sorry.
You should've let it keep going, come on.
Good song.
I didn't see anything in expenditure report that really looked, out of the ordinary. I mean, it looks like we're where we should be, from what I see. You guys notice anything? No?
I didn't look at it.
Okay.
I'll tell you the truth.
Okay.
I'm so busy trying to save my job this week, I really didn't have any.
I hear ya. So. Alright. Administrative comments.
Alright. Updated savings sheet in your packet. We're now up to $4,912.70. So that's good. Hopefully you got a chance to read the Lebanon Voice article. I guess that was one of their
I did.
most popular articles. That was good.
You got it right this time.
Because I gave them all the
That doesn't matter.
Just kidding. So the other thing, Andy, you brought that up about the house on 20 Dawson with the pool.
Yeah, yeah.
You had some people contact you
Yeah.
with concerns. So I talked to Brian, he looked at it, and I got a quote somewhere from Sebastian's to pump out the water. So I didn't know if that's something we want to do. Here it is. At 18 cents a gallon. And then they would take it to South Berwick and dump it at their treatment facility.
Who owns that house?
We do. The town owns it.
Well, I mean, it's rainwater.
Brian didn't feel comfortable just dumping it, but it's up to the board.
Maybe we should find out what Brian had in
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah. Yeah, let's,
He told me to contact the company to pump it out. That's what I did.
Well, it's just gonna
Well,
keep
the
filling
answer
up.
It's just,
Right.
yeah, the
have
answer
to
is the
cover it.
question.
Huh?
Take it down.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, 'cause it's really just, it's
gonna keep collecting.
and it's really a nesting ground for
Yeah,
mosquitoes.
it's a nuisance.
So,
We really should probably remove it.
Hmm.
yeah, we'll just, yeah, that's
There's
definitely,
nothing preventing some kid from going there at night, filling it up and drowning
God
it.
forbid some child drowns in that pool,
Right.
we own it.
Right, I agree.
yeah, so I think we should, unfortunately, I think we should move forward with emptying that pool and taking and having highway take it down.
Yep. Yep.
There's not much, I went over there and looked at it, and it's only about a quarter.
Oh, really?
It's a small pool. It's not, mine's 25,000 gallons, that one's probably half, so it probably has, I'd say, 500 gallons, maybe 800 gallons of water
Okay.
in it.
I'll talk to Pat and see what we can do.
All right. Yeah, I agree. If we drain it, take it down, remove it.
Okay, so the other thing, I don't know if the board wanted to take action now or not, but the buildings in town that are not too pleasant on the eye.
Yeah.
I got the RSA from Attorney Sessler, and the board has the authority to order the code enforcement officer to post notice on the house and give them a certain period of time to either repair or remove the building. And if they don't comply, the town steps in and the town does it, and that money goes as a lien on their property. So,
I think we have to. We gotta start taking actions. I mean, it's just getting,
I don't know if you wanna wait until we have all the ones that we wanna do for now, or do one at a time, or what?
well, right now, there's two come to mind to me. One is the one next to Cumbies, and the other one is corner of Bowling Road.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the one on the corner of Bowling Road, it's more, I don't know if it's more of an eyesore, of course, but I don't know if it's so much a safety as the one at Cumbies.
I think it is a safety. I mean, if somebody wanders in there, some child wanders in there, and that thing collapses, I think it's,
And who owns that house?
We know it, don't we?
no, we don't, I don't
The
believe we
one
own
on
it.
Bowling Road?
Yeah, I don't believe we own that.
So we need to get Brian needs to get hot on getting a hold of
Yeah,
it.
I mean, they should have a sheet right in
Huh?
front of it.
Town doesn't own either one of those.
Yeah, I know, that's
No, I was
why I
gonna say, I
said the
think we
one,
did.
I mean,
The one at Cumbies has already had 2 cease and desist orders,
Yeah, those, unless they're enforced, they don't do anything.
and they weren't enforced, so.
So I would say, let's have Brian
okay,
follow the process, give him 30 days to repair or remove.
I don't think they're gonna be able to repair it.
No, I don't see that happening, but,
Start the process.
yep.
You might wanna just say remove, because when I sent it to Jim today, he said you really need to be particular in what repairs you want, that's what the RSA says. And I'm not a building expert, so I mean, I just threw some language in there in terms of,
Yeah.
Yeah, repair's not the language, I'll tell you right now.
No, that's-
either of
So-
those.
I don't know how.
All right, well, let's. That's not it.
Says I was authorized the code enforcement officer Brian Boyes to file a motion for a summary of enforcement of the order with the district court.
Mhm.
Mr.
Yep.
Chairman, what's the RSA so the public knows?
That's what I'm just reading right here. The RSA is 155B. And repair, removal of a hazardous building, the governing body of any city or town may order the owner of any hazardous building within the municipality to correct the hazardous condition of such building or to raise and remove the same. So, I mean, I think it says right here, to correct the hazardous condition is a little bit more than just repair. Okay, then it says, the order shall state in writing the grounds therefore, specifying the necessary repairs, if any, and providing a reasonable time for compliance. It shall also state that a motion for summary enforcement of the order will be made to the court of the district or municipality in which the hazardous building is situated unless corrective action is taken, or unless an answer is filed within the time specified, RSA 155B 6, and that any costs, attorney fees, or expenses incurred by the municipality in bringing the property into compliance may be enforced and lien against the subject property. And any other property owned by the same owner. So in other words, basically what they're saying, if they own multiple properties, it says any other property owned by the same owner. So let's start the process. Let's just, start and get Brian working on it, and agreed?
I agree.
Motion.
Need a motion? All right, I'll make the motion if you want, I'll just read it from here. Motion to send the order repair removal of any hazardous building per RSA 155 to the owner of 565 White Mountain Highway, authorized code enforcement officer Brian Boyers to file a motion for summary enforcement to the order of district court. The owner shall have 30 days to begin corrective actions, or the town will exercise RSA 155B9. The bond must be repaired so that the structure is freestanding and no longer in jeopardy of collapsing. And I would like to add to that, I don't know what the address is, the one on Bowling Road. I'd like to add that to that motion as well.
Okay, I'll second it.
So we get the address for the Bowling Road one and put it in there as well. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
It's been like that long enough. Okay, anything else? No?
Well, I have the prices that you can look at whenever you have time for the printer and the laptop.
Okay.
Doesn't have to be tonight, but.
Good. Selectmen's comments. Andy?
I think I'm all set tonight.
Mike?
So the budget committee's not meeting till tomorrow, so I won't be able to report on anything.
You mean tomorrow too?
Yeah,
Okay. Planning board's meeting tomorrow too, on a Tuesday?
yeah, I think it is. Yeah,
For the budget committee?
yeah, 'cause they were having them on, I think it was, who had it on Thursday, and I just
We
couldn't.
did our last
couldn't-
meeting.
Yeah, I couldn't attend,
They didn't like that.
no,
Were you there? You were there last time.
yeah.
Because we have a planning board meeting tomorrow.
I know. I told Larry we gotta hurry it up and get out of there.
What the, Larry Brown, what the budget committee has tried to do is to set a standard day for its meetings. Tuesday is a general day of committee meetings, so we picked the third Tuesday of the month, knowing that there would never be a conflict from the planning board and
Yeah.
the budget committee.
Surprise, surprise.
Yes.
Okay. So, what time, I mean, I can see an overlap, who's gonna be where?
That,
We're up. Budget's upstairs and CIP's downstairs.
Okay. Okay.
we were
else?
more rank.
Huh?
We were more rank.
Absolutely. Mike? Sorry.
When the Economic Development Committee meets next, I have two people swear in. Eric Knapp and Cubby. Yeah,
Yep.
Cubby. So we haven't had that meeting yet either.
Okay.
So I haven't got a whole lot. Wish I had more.
That's all right. That's all right, I mean, you can't talk about stuff that didn't happen yet.
Right, yeah.
I do have actually one thing, Tom,
Okay, yeah.
if you will allow me. I want to say that the rec commission did vote on a new gatehouse.
Okay.
So, that's gonna be moving forward here quite quick, so, the old gatehouse is gonna be moved down beside maybe the bathroom, they're gonna use it for storage, for future expansion on the town beach.
Mhm.
You know, they might be renting out some kayaks and stuff like that down the road, and that's where.
Well, that worked out perfect with them, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so they'll be able to store all the life jackets and everything. In
Nice.
there.
Yep.
And the new gatehouse is in much of need. That old gatehouse was only, I guess it was it's just an old storage shed they found and
Yeah,
and
converted it.
Converted it. So, these are the good things that are happening down at the town beach. Trying to revitalize it and fix it up. So,
Awesome.
yeah, so it'll look nice when it's done.
I'll also ask some of the department heads down in this here, we had talked about doing something inside the town here.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just trying to get some input and
Oh,
feedback
for
from.
office, yeah.
Yeah, see if there's anything they'd
Yep.
like to see, get some good ideas from them, but
Yep.
again, I didn't work on that too hard, and just trying to save my job.
Yeah, no, I understand that. Paycheck's important,
Yeah,
so. Anything else?
no, that'd be all. for me.
Okay, I just have a couple myself. One is a planning board report. Basically, last meeting, we just reviewed plans for the new proposed China Pond restaurant. Talked a little bit about CIP thing. We scheduled a workshop for tomorrow night downstairs, I'm told. So that's what we're doing on the, and I guess there were some suggestions on the China Pond as far as flipping the drive-through and the, I'm sure it's drive-through, takeout and the sit-down restaurant. Because he had them kind of versed, so you had to walk by the takeout to go to the sit-down. So it should be good to sail around. But we're thinking anyways, but that's up to him. But Brownfield Advisory Committee, I have here an email I received from Whittier Associates, and they are the ones that are doing the reviewing of the properties. Mike, sorry. And basically what we need to do, and this is, right now we're talking specifically of the blue house on the ridge. Here's a copy of the consent to access the property. On the ridge, we need to sign a consent to allow them to access the property on the ridge so they can do an evaluation and find out what we need there. So where it is town-owned property, we need to, if we want them to continue to work on that and be eligible for the Brownfield grant on that, we need to supply them with a consent to access the property. So I told them I was gonna bring it to the board.
I'm for that site, I'm all for
Yep.
for going on there.
So you need a motion for you to sign that, Tom, is that what you need?
Yeah,
For that, just that blue house, right? That's
so
all
the blue
right
house
now.
is what we're talking about on this one right now.
Okay, I'll make that motion to authorize the chair to sign the, I don't know if we, I'm not calling it, we're not gonna call it a contract, are we?
No,
a
just
No,
consent-
just a consent form.
Consent,
Yep.
consent form for Brownfield, to empty the property.
Yep, I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, and I'll email it back to him. The other property we talked about last meeting was an unpopular one, was Lockhart Field. That was not selected by the Brownfield Advisory Committee as to receive the grant. However, EPA did step up. There's an EPA member there, said there may be monies available to evaluate and clean it up if it needs it. So that hasn't come anywhere yet, but that's where we are with that. The other property that they're looking at in Milton is Miller's General Store, the old Ira Miller's. I guess I wasn't aware of these big gas pumps out in front of it at one point. Used to be a gas station at the old Ira Miller's. I did receive a call from Judd at Credia saying that the tanks have been removed there, so he's not sure how much they're going to need there. So, but that's, you know, that's privately owned, and of course that's subject to the owner saying yes, which we haven't got anything from them yet. The next thing we've already addressed, and that was the unsafe buildings in town. And the last thing I have here is the townhouse stewardship agreement, and at the next meeting, there was going to be one this month, but it's been canceled till next month. And I will just address Attorney Sessler's opinion that all people that are appointed by the Board of Selectmen, and I believe it's a total of 11. I remember there's 4 and 6 of that. All people appointed by the Board of Selectmen need to be sworn in, and volunteers do not need to be sworn in. But they will not have voting privileges, whereas they just can express their views to the voting board or members. And go that way. So, and that's what I got. Public comments. Mr. Brown.
No,
Oh,
anybody else?
Chief.
So I know all of the members of the Board of Selectmen have received some complaints about speeding cars and reckless driving here in town. So I just wanted to give the board a little bit of information from the police department standpoint on this. We are aware that there is, for some reason, a very odd increase in the driving habits of the public here in town. We are already this year, we are 500 traffic stops and traffic contacts above this point last year. So the department is already seeing a dramatic increase in that. We're also about 40 to 50 arrests above where we were at this point last year, and our accidents are up above where we were at this point last year. So for some reason, we're seeing the traffic enforcement and the traffic issue in town increase. I can't tell you if that's because of the gas price drop or if it's just because people have just decided that they want to drive in an unsafe
Crazy.
manner.
Yeah.
So, and that's without us even, that increase in our traffic enforcement is without us doing those grants yet. Our grants haven't even started with enforcement yet. So, with that being said, once those grants do start, because those are specific traffic enforcement grants, we're gonna see those numbers increase a little bit more. But to already have a 500 stop number above where we were at this point last year is pretty significant.
500 above?
Above last year.
Wow.
Jeez.
So my expectation is that we're probably going to double our number of stops that we had for the whole year last year, by the end of this year, if we stay on the same pace we're at right now.
Wow.
It's not any specific road. We are finding issues on pretty much every road we're on in town. It's not secluded to any specific areas. Even the roads that we hit and have a very large number of enforcement hours on, Elm Street, Dawson Street, School Street, Steeple Street, and Silver Street, those see, Monday through Friday, those probably see about an hour to 2 hours a day of direct enforcement because of the schools, and we're still not seeing that we're slowing down traffic in any way, shape, or form. We're still seeing the large numbers and still getting the large numbers of complaints for speeders and inappropriate driving.
Wow.
One thing that we would ask residents that are calling you three is to call the police department
Right.
and report it to the police department. The Facebook page and the messenger portion of our PD Facebook page is not manned 24 hours a day. So there are some times when somebody will send a message to it and we don't see it till the next morning. That doesn't help us with motor vehicle enforcement
No.
whatsoever,
No.
because by that point it's long gone.
Right.
We also need something descriptive. You can't just tell us it's a red truck, because we can sit here and look out the window and see 15 red trucks pass here, and my officers can do nothing with that whatsoever.
Right.
So if people are going to report it and going to call in, they need to give us some good information, good description of it. If they can get a plate number, or if they can get specific times where they're seeing a large number of speeding vehicles or a large number of inappropriate operation of vehicles, call the police department with that, and we can try to put directed enforcement in those areas and try and slow down the issues. But I can tell you right now, we're not, even with that increase, if we have an increase that high, that means that there's a lot more people, because we're not being nitpicky on our traffic stops either. That's the other problem, is my officers give a pretty good leeway
Right.
before we do make a traffic stop. So to be 500 above where we were last year and not nitpicking, I think there's a significant issue. But we're not the only community that's seeing that speeding car issue either. I mean, all you have to do is look on the news, and just about every week or every other day, we're seeing people who are traveling 100+ miles an hour and getting pulled over for it.
Right.
So
Wow.
we are stepping up our patrols. We are trying to increase and slow down the traffic, but
I think some of my calls were from the mills. I don't know, how you're doing out there. I mean, I see you out there, of course.
well, I can tell you one of our major roads of complaint was Western Ave.
Mm-hmm.
And we did a lot of directed enforcement on Western Ave, and it's still, it slows them down during certain periods of time,
Mhm.
and then we'll get the sporadic car that will blow a stop sign blow the stop sign every day, and we get an officer out there during the window of time where that car blows the stop sign and they don't come through that day. The next day that the officer is tied up on an arrest, we get the phone call that they can't do the stop sign. But we've seen a small decrease in the speed that cars are traveling, like on Western Ave. That's a benefit to us, because we're at least seeing that they are slowing down because they have the expectation that the cruiser could be at the bottom of the hill. Same with Jug Hill Road, we're not seeing the big numbers on Jug Hill Road that we were seeing. We're seeing 10 or 11 miles over the speed limit, not the 17 to 25
Right.
over the speed limit that we were seeing earlier in the year. The speed trailer, unfortunately, is not going to be as much of a help to us as it was in the past. The software on the speed trailer is now outdated. So because of changes with Microsoft, we can't, our tablet that we use to draw the information off the speed trailer and be able to download it and to be able to look at that and debrief that information isn't we can't get it anymore. We can't download it onto our computers. To be able to do the software update to the speed trailer is about $3,500. Because we share the speed trailer with 4 other departments, 4 other agencies, I don't know if their agencies and their boards of selectmen are gonna be willing to spend that type of money on something that is as old as that speed trailer is, when you
Right.
can buy a modern one for $9,000. That does everything that we would request it to do. So the speed trailer will still use it to slow people down and to
Right.
do that, but it's not gonna be able to give us the data that it used to give us, just because of the software issues.
Do those speed trailers, do they actually capture a plate number? I'm talking the new mod ones.
You can get speed trailers with cameras on them, yes.
Okay.
The problem that you're gonna run into, I think, in the state of New Hampshire is that we can't photograph and hold license plates.
Right.
That's the reason why no police department in the state can get license plate readers. There's a specific statute against it,
Wow. Almost like your hands are tied.
just a little bit.
Yeah. So. All right, thanks, Chief. Anyone else?
Yeah. Larry Brown. This goes back to an article in Foster's on May 10th regarding the Three Ponds Protective Association. Just pointing out that Milton Three Ponds needs your help. And I just wanted to bring that forward again for the European Naiad invasive species. And they are mounting a volunteer invasive plant surveyors program. You can contact the VIPS program coordinator, Rich Egan, by phone at 603-490-7639, 490-7639, or also an email at Richard Egan, RICHARDEGAN, at Comcast.net. And the reason I mention that is that for a couple of years, the local Democrat associations have had an honors dinner. Last year we did the New Durham librarian. This year it is an honors dinner for that grand old mustache of Farmington, Manny Krasner, who has been their moderator since the year 2. We're also doing the New Durham Recreation Commission as an honoree, and Milton Three Ponds as an honoree for the community work that they are doing. That's going to be at the Farmington Old Town Hall this Saturday, nominal 6 p.m. For dinner. If you're interested in coming to the dinner, it is $45 for couples, and my capable executive staff, Suzanne, you can reach her by phone at 652-4306. And even if you don't come, it's just important to know the work the Three Ponds Protective Association is doing and what a vicious invader, stinking dead corpse of green mat on the Three Ponds. And if you can help, be a volunteer. And again, His phone number to get involved is Rich Egan, 603-490-7639.
Thank you, Larry. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Or do you have more?
Let me change voices.
Yep.
Historic Commission, we don't have one.
Correct.
One of the oldest houses in Milton is up at the corner of Bowman Road, where the barn is falling down.
Okay.
If the town were to have such conversations with the owners, I talked to, I believe, Mrs. Anderson is the name I remember, property may have changed hands. If the costs of remediation and removal on that barn become so high, the town might wish to consider ownership and preservation of that home and the schoolhouse on the ridge, which is right next to it, as a package deal moved on to a common property from the little bump out that it has on the farm. Just planning ahead for Historic Commission.
Very good. Anyone else? Not hearing any. Gonna close public comments. Any other business? Not hearing any of that. How about the next motion?
Motion to adjourn.
Well, second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Practicing for the budget committee.
Half an hour, right, Larry?
Half an hour.
right.
Somebody has an elegant